You can't see it, can you? You try and try, but you just can't see, you can't look.
Welcome to Ms. Mojo, and today we're looking at 10 once-beloved TV shows that eventually became silly parodies of themselves.
Dog goes woof, cat goes meow, bird goes tweet, and mouse goes squeak.
Number 10, It's Always Sunny in Philadelphia.
Oh, hey man, we're closed.
Yeah, I know. Whoa, we don't want any trouble.
Starting us off is a rarity, a show that descended into madness on purpose. Maybe. When the gang first opened Patty's Pub, they were simply selfish and lazy jerks. But over nearly 2 decades, the series actively leaned into the Flanderization, turning the group into actual sociopaths.
I like to bind, I like to be bound. That's not important. Don't ask me questions. I'm not taking questions. The Golden God is not taking questions. I am the Golden God. I'm taking action. I gotta go.
Dennis evolved from vain womanizer to implied serial killer. Max shifted from insecure to religiously obsessed with his own body mass. And Frank, well, he just started living like a feral trash goblin. While some fans tuned out as the show got progressively silly, many Sunny fans believe that it's all part of the joke, a meta-commentary of sorts on sitcom longevity. It's definitely a caricature of itself, but it's the only one we're still laughing with rather than at. Number 9, Stranger Things. Remember when this series was a moody, Spielbergian mystery grounded in small-town realism? Yeah, about that. By season 3, the subtle dread of Hawkins was overshadowed by a neon-soaked 80s nostalgia explosion. It became a story set in the 80s to a show about the 80s. But aside from its tone, the show stopped prioritizing character logic, deciding instead to become a meme factory for the internet. Every inside joke, every fan favorite moment was blown up in subsequent seasons to the point of exhaustion. And by the end, all the intrigue and mystery was gone, replaced by gigantic spider monsters and terrible green screen work. It felt less like a prestige drama from the 80s and more like a loud, expensive theme park ride. Number 8, Family Guy.
Without your thermostat.
God, how does he always know?
Brain implant, Meg. Every father's got one. Tells you when the children are messing with the dial.
Hey Peter, my thing went off. Your thermostat okay?
Yeah, it's all right.
Hey, is my kid over here?
Forget it, false alarm.
In its early days, Family Guy was a rougher, edgier cousin to The Simpsons, but it still maintained a semblance of heart. Peter was still a loving father, and the supporting characters actually seemed like real people. Eventually, however, it felt like the creators stopped liking their own creation.
All I've done is try to be nice to you, and you still don't like me. How can you not like me? Okay, I'll tell you.
The show abandoned narrative storytelling entirely in favor of endless cutaways and mean-spirited shock humor. Peter went from a lovable oaf to a borderline psychopath who abuses his daughter for sport, while Brian, once the voice of reason, became an insufferable, pretentious hypocrite. It didn't just become a spoof, it turned into a hollow delivery system for gags that often seems to actively despise its own premise. Sometimes we go back to the earlier seasons and forget just how much genuine warmth there once was.
Oh, it's good to have you home, Peter.
Honey, I knew everything would turn out okay.
Number 7, Gilmore Girls.
I don't understand why we're going to dinner tomorrow night. I mean, what if I had plans? You didn't even ask me.
Well, if you'd had plans, I would have known.
How?
Well, you would have told me.
I don't tell you everything. I have my own things.
Fine, you have things.
That's right, I have things.
Hey, I had dibs on being the bitch tonight.
If you talk fast enough, maybe the audience won't notice the blatant character assassination. That seemed to be the strategy for the later years of Stars Hollow. Originally, the rapid-fire dialogue that defined the series was a charming quirk of a close mother-daughter bond. But by the later seasons, and especially by the time A Year in the Life hit, that quirk had become a crutch.
Get that they want to be cool.
It's human nature.
But to get to the pool, they have to walk in the sun, and the sun is hot.
It only makes them hotter.
It makes no sense.
It's a giant cascading debacle.
The banter felt so forced and self-satisfied that Lorelai and Rory sounded less like humans and more like screenwriters showing off a thesaurus. No one actually talks like this, guys. But even worse, the character's lovable flaws eventually curdled into pure narcissism, with Rory spiraling from a grounded journalist into an entitled, cheating drifter. What happened to these people?
I'm just mad about the boy.
Ah, yes. Lots of returning favorites today. Why, there's old Butterbutt.
And our good friend Backfat Pat.
Tell me, is he of the Maryland Backfats?
I believe he is.
Oh.
Number 6. Prison Break.
You've seen the blueprints. Better than that. I've got him on me.
This entry proves that a high-concept premise is often a double-edged sword. Season 1 was a tightly coiled and brilliant thriller about a man breaking his brother out of Fox River. It was perfect. It was easy. But therein lies the problem. Once they escaped, the show had no idea what to do, and the network wanted more.
Can you get it for me or not?
Well, only if you tell me why is it you want to keep going back up to medical to get an insulin shot for which you don't need.
I like the ambiance.
So they broke into a prison, then broke out again, then broke into a company. To keep the momentum going, the conspiracy plots became so convoluted, they bordered on sci-fi. By the time characters were returning from the dead and T-Bag was sporting a robotic hand, Prison Break had transformed from a gritty drama into a Roadrunner cartoon, repeating the same chase sequence ad nauseum.
I just don't want you to get the wrong idea about me, okay? You gotta see it like the yogis, okay? Destroying the negative to create the positive. The dance of the Shivas and all that. Murder the dark so the light can be born.
You're out of your damn tree, aren't you?
Now you know where you got it from.
Number 5. Sherlock.
The name's Sherlock Holmes and the address is 221B Baker Street. Afternoon.
Considering the number of episodes, this is probably, pound for pound, the fastest a show has ever declined. Benedict Cumberbatch's turn as the famous detective started as a clever, modern update on the classic procedural. Sherlock was brilliant, but it was also grounded. Fast forward to season 4, and the show had disappeared up its own mind palace.
So there were 3 of us. I know that now. You, me, and Euros. The sister I can't remember.
Seemingly obsessed with outsmarting internet fan theories, the series abandoned narrative logic, and the protagonist went from a deductive genius to a super spy with borderline magical foresight. Episodes dissolved into convoluted messes involving secret sisters, brainwashing, and Bond villain traps. It was a series that fell in love with its own cleverness, alienating the audience by turning a fun mystery into a smug ego trip.
Welcome to the final problem.
It's okay, he's dead.
He doesn't sound dead.
Number 4. Glee.
When Glee Club starts bringing that kind of prestige to the school again, you can have all the money you want. Until then, $60 a month, and you've got to use the costumes and props we already have.
Has a show ever had a harder fall from grace? Sherlock's was faster, but Glee's was arguably even steeper. The show began as a sharp, dark satire of high school hierarchies, but somewhere along the way, it forgot it was a satire and started taking its own melodrama deadly seriously. It became a disjointed after-school special of the week, whipping between preachy PSAs and nonsensical plot twists.
This is where I store my hatred, Becky, and where I'll prepare my final act of revenge. I call it my hurt locker.
Sue Sylvester, once a hilarious antagonist, became a cartoon supervillain who literally owned a storage unit called the Hurt Locker. The musical numbers ceased to be grounded performances, morphing into high-budget music videos that defied physics and logic. By the end, the show was, quite literally, the thing it was once making fun of.
What does the fox say?
Number 3. Once Upon a Time.
You found me.
Did you ever doubt I would?
The first season of Once Upon a Time was a genuinely inventive remix of folklore, grounding fairy tale characters in the real world. Then they ran out of Grimm's classics and just started raiding the Disney corporate vault. The show dissolved into a chaotic cosplay convention, forcing in characters from Frozen and Brave, alongside public domain guests like Jekyll and Hyde, with zero regard for cohesion.
Anna, they would be so proud of you. Both of us, Elsa.
But hey, anything for the merchandise, and Elsa is hot. The family tree reveals became a running joke, with everyone being everyone else's mother or nemesis, and death became completely meaningless. It stopped being a character drama and became a soapy, green screen mess, where magic was used as a lazy plot device to fix every hole in the script. And there were lots.
So tell me, was this how you imagined your story playing out?
Actually, yes. It is. Quite a twist.
Number 2. Riverdale.
From a distance, it presents itself like so many other small towns all over the world. Safe, decent, innocent. Get closer, though, and you start seeing the shadows underneath. The name of our town is Riverdale.
If you want to see a show completely lose its mind, look no further. Riverdale started as a moody, Twin Peaks-inspired murder mystery featuring Archie comics characters. It was campy and quirky, sure, but it was still grounded in reality.
If he is dead, Hal, I hope in those last moments he suffered.
Then the wheels came off. The car didn't just crash, it drove off a cliff into another dimension. In later seasons, the show featured storylines about organ harvesting cults, underground prison fights, a gargoyle king, and literal time travel. Eventually, the characters even gained superpowers to fight a comet. We're not kidding. Riverdale became a fever dream that seemed to exist solely to see how much they could get away with. It wasn't just a spoof of teen dramas, it was a parody of television itself.
I dropped out in the 4th grade to run drugs to support my nana.
That means you haven't known the triumphs and defeats, the epic highs and lows of high school football. But you will.
Before we continue, be sure to subscribe to our channel and ring the bell to get notified about our latest videos. You have the option to be notified for occasional videos or all of them. If you're on your phone, make sure you go into your settings and switch on notifications. Number 1. The Simpsons.
And this is my basement.
Gee, it's not as nice as the other rooms.
Yes, I really should stop ending the tour with it.
Taking the top spot is the show that actually gave the phenomenon of Flanderization its name. It doesn't get much worse than that. The golden era of The Simpsons remains some of the sharpest and most heartfelt television ever produced. Despite the tech and wonky animation, it's timeless.
Homie, I think someone is saying hello.
Hello? Oh, it's a boy. And what a boy!
That's the umbilical cord. It's a girl.
But the show has now spent more than double that time being a hollow shell of itself, often dubbed Zombie Simpsons. Homer shifted from a well-meaning but dim father into jerk-ass Homer, a selfish and invincible sociopath. Lisa went from a precocious 8-year-old to a political pundit for the writer's room. The show stopped observing reality and started just referencing pop culture, becoming a lifeless parody of the heart and humor that once made it the greatest show on Earth.
With no condition to drive. Wait! I shouldn't listen to myself! I'm drunk!
Can you think of any other examples? Let us know in the comments.